We are right here. And this land is land of gold in Haiphong. We're stepping on gold right now. Like everywhere you look. The opportunity is now. The time is now. The place is Vietnam. This is the hot spot for export.
Hey Tom, it's the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. First I want to say congratulations on your YouTube channel. Everybody needs to follow your YouTube channel. So what everyone needs to do is subscribe to Tom Peng. Great guy, great person. Tom, keep up the great work.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome. My name is Tom Peng. The opportunity is now. The time is now. The place is Vietnam. This is the hot spot for export. I have good news today as well. Today is our grand opening of our Haiphong office. Our staff is working in our office today in Haiphong. And after the workshop, my team will go to the Haiphong office and meet our team. And I invite everyone here. Everyone's welcome today. Come join us in our company. We're on Trung Nguyen Hai Street. You can get the address from us later. Why are we in Haiphong? Because Haiphong is such an important city. It is the most important seaport in Vietnam. But you know that. This is where most of the export happens. Like Mr. Bao said, export is the reason why Vietnam is gonna grow in terms of wealth. And in the next, 20 years, you're gonna see a very wealthy Vietnam. We're all gonna witness that. And Haiphong is gonna play a big part of it. Because of the seaport, everything goes through here. Think about Shenzhen, China. Why is Shenzhen, China one of the biggest cities in China? It is a big seaport. But you know what happened this year? Total Vietnam export exceeded Shenzhen, China this year. I think in April. Yeah, go Vietnam. Right? So all of that is going to make a wealthy nation live a high standard of living. And in the next 20 years, everyone sitting here, you're gonna make a lot of money. The opportunity is now. So 20 years later, when your grandchildren ask you, Grandpa, Grandma, what did you do during the period of the biggest wealth creation in Vietnam? What are you gonna tell them? I sat at home and picked my nose. You wanna take advantage of this great opportunity. So Mr. Bao already talked about this. The 6 things, the top 6 items that we export. So number 1 is actually phones, thanks to companies like Samsung or LG. Number 2 is electronics, computers. And number 3 is machines, equipment. And number 4 is textile. Number 5 is footwear. Yeah, this is not in the paper. And number 6 is wood product, like furniture. And I just recently learned that Vietnam export a lot of wood chips, mainly to use as fuel. Because there are, regulations about burning fossil fuel, CO2 emission. One way to work around that is using wood chips. The biggest increase is actually textile. So these numbers are actually first 5 months of 2022. So in the same period compared to last year, textile export increased 22%. When we think about Vietnam export, we think, seafood, coffee, cashew nuts. But that's not entirely true, because we just saw that actually we are exporting high-tech products. But our traditional industries are also growing. If you look at the numbers, 2016, our traditional export accounts for $12.5 billion. And today it's $23.2 billion. Accounts for things like coffee, rubber, rice, cashew nuts, fish, shrimp. Our traditional exports are also growing. And we help a lot of customers in those industries. So let me tell you why Vietnam is the place to be and why time is now. And why Vietnam is growing so fast right now. Reason number 1 is the US-China trade war. You heard the story of the bird is fighting with the clam and then the fishermen benefit. Everybody know that story? You know that story? Yeah, this is what's happening. So China and US are fighting, they're increasing tariff for each other. What do business people do? They say, fuck, I'm not gonna import anything from China. Where do they go? Where do they go? Where do they go? Vietnam, that's right.
Việt Nam.
That's right. So that's why our export is growing. Number two reason, China has some crazy policies. Probably the only country in the world that's still doing zero COVID. They have punishing policies for foreign investors. What do foreign investors do? They want to get out of China. Where do they go? Where do they go? Vietnam! That's right, they all come here. So industrial parks around Vietnam, whether in Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh, prices going up, land prices going up. There's a wave of manufacturers coming to Vietnam, but people are fighting over land, bidding up the price. And of course, Mr. Bao also mentioned reason number three. Our government is very, very clever, intelligent. So we are in all these trade agreements. Over the next 15 years, we're going to be very competitive. Even today, a lot of foreign companies, a lot of international buyers, they're looking at Vietnam. They're bypassing China. They just want to buy products from Vietnam. Because of reason number one and number two, because high tariff in China, and also you cannot even get the products out of China. And finally, reason number four, I want to tell you a story. 2 months ago, I got my first Vietnamese-made electric car, the VinFast VFE 34. I love that car. I love that car. It's a such quality product. I drive it every day. It's a testament to what Vietnam can build, what we can build in Vietnam. We can build anything. And this morning I was reading the newspaper. They're gonna start selling the VF8, VF9 in California. And those first production cars are coming from the Hải Phòng plant in Vietnam. So this morning I call VinFast. Can I get a factory tour? They say no, you're not important enough. Okay, okay, fine. This is why international buyers are coming to Vietnam, because we can build anything. Mr. Bao worries about the quality of Vietnamese products. But you know what? I think that's an opportunity. That's an opportunity. We can build anything. We have a very strong supply chain here in Vietnam. And because we're so close to China, we also have access to that supply chain. How can you take advantage of this golden time and this prime location of Vietnam, especially in Hải Phòng? Let me offer you some strategies that you can use today. So one, find customers. Find your international buyers. I want you to focus your energy on finding international customers. Don't worry about paperwork. Don't worry about origin of the product. Don't worry about how you're gonna get money. Don't worry about how you're gonna ship the product. Those things are actually easily solved. And when you don't have customers, you don't have to solve them. And when you have customers, naturally you will find solutions. Our office in Ho Chi Minh City is near the airport. When you come out of the Tanzania airport with the first building you see, that's where we are. And around us, there's like 1,000 logistics companies that can help you solve shipping problems. So those are small problems. Your biggest problem is how to find the customers. No customers, you don't need to worry. How do you find customers? Historically, we go to trade shows. So a few months ago, we went to Vietnam Expo. We rent a booth, we fly 40 staff there, put them into hotels, and we were there for 4 days, and we pray. Yeah, hopefully we find customers. So that is very big investment for maybe some result. Because of COVID, where do international buyers go when they want to buy products internationally? Where do they find manufacturers? They can't fly. There are no more exhibitions. Where do they go? Where do they go? Online, that's right. That's right, online, they go online. They search, they Google, they go to Alibaba.com. And Alibaba.com is like a dating site, It's like you're trying to find a girlfriend, you're trying to find a boyfriend, and then, you swipe right, you swipe left. So it's the same idea. It's a dating site for buyers and international sellers. It's the biggest one in the world. So if you want to find international buyers, that's the place to be. A lot of companies that we talk to, they worry about the risk of doing international trade. Mr. Bao also talked a little bit about that. Do you think it's risky to do international trade? Risky, not risky, less risky, more risky? Compare domestic trade, say selling inside Vietnam. Anybody? More risky, less risky? More risky. Everybody say more risky. But let me share something with you. You know what? Standard process for international transaction is they pay you 30% first. So usually what happens is that the buyer, they say, I want to make this, but I want to put my name on it, my brand on it, and I want 10,000. What's your price? You give them a price. And then they say, okay. And you say, pay 30%. and they wire transfer 30% to you. And at this point, you haven't even made anything yet. And then now you start making it. You start making it, put the brand on it. You make 10,000, put into 3 containers. And then before you ship it, you tell them product ready, send them pictures. They have to pay 100%. That's like no risk. So if you follow that standard process, what risk is there? You don't have inventory, you get the money first. Everybody should do international trade. You sell inside Vietnam, you make the product first, you give it to them, and you pray, hopefully they pay you. Make sense? Makes sense. Okay, final tip for you today. We work with a lot of businesses that export. And I'm happy to say some of those businesses are doing multiple containers a year. Their turnover is over $1 million. To succeed in this game, you gotta be able to talk to customers. You have to be able to communicate with them. When you put the product information online, they need to be able to understand it. When they read it, it has to be very attractive to them. So you need people that speak English, because that is the international language of trade. And what if you don't speak English? What can you do if you don't speak English? Hire! That's right, hire people. There's lots of universities, vocational schools in Hải Phòng. Young people today speak English very good, better than me. It's true. We hire a lot of them in our company. Hire them to help you. Don't hire just one, hire 5. Because if you hire 1, you will depend on that person. Hire 5, spread your risks. Our company can also help you with communicating with the customers, but I would advise it's best you have your own people that you control. Okay, so a little bit about our company. Our mission is to help Vietnamese businesses digital transform. We want to help more Vietnamese businesses sell through e-commerce, online and offline, and want to help more businesses export. So my final message for you today is this. Opportunity is now. The right place to be in the world is not Ukraine. It's Vietnam. We are right here. And this land is land of gold in Hải Phòng. We're stepping on gold right now. Like everywhere you look. No, don't squander your next 20 years. You gotta have stories to tell your grandchildren. Start with step 1. Find your international buyer. Take action now. Thank you very much, Mr. Lam.